Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Web Gear Review. I'm your host, the Web Gear Guy, and today I want to take a look at a M1943 Field Jacket and show you the slight variations between it and the M1950 without liner Field Jacket. Now, if you've watched my other videos about the M1943 Field Jacket and the M1950 Field Jacket, you will know that there's two Field Jackets between this one and this one. You have, first they go in this order. You have the M1943 Field Jacket, and then you have the MQ1 Field Jacket in 1949, which basically was the M1943, and they had added buttons to the inside of it. Well, in 1950, I believe it was, they decided to adopt the Q1 Field Jacket as the M1950. And just very shortly after, they decided to start making it in OG 107 and change just a few variations, and they come up with the M1951 without liner Field Jacket. So those are all four different jackets you can find with the tag. Find those nomenclatures and stuff on the tags. But anyway, let's get into this video here, okay? Virtually, these are the same Field Jackets as they started with the M1950. 1943. First of all, let's look at this pocket tab right here. Notice this pocket tab here it has these little tab locks. It's sewn all the way out here. That's kind of hard to get that buttoned, okay? It does work well, but it's sewn all the way out here. That is one difference that I seen here. Okay, see these tab here on this one? It's only sewed out to about a 1/2 inch. Look at there. See that? So I imagine in the process, they discovered that that was too hard to button with frozen fingers, with gloves on, in brutal combat. So this is one of the differences here. See that? The button tabs are not the same. Notice this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons up the front. So does the M1950. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons up the front. Okay? And then right here, notice right here, the same thing. This button tablature, or whatever it is sewed all the way up to here, okay? And you will see, let's raise the sleeves up on these babies. You'll see that with the M1950 without liner, once again, it's only sewed up to about a 1/2. See, so these are very subtle differences that you'll find, but however, they are differences. Now, if you want to look at the inside pocket that hangs down, okay? Now, everybody be aware, the inside pockets on this right side, a lot of times have a tag. This particular tag is faded out, but a lot of times, if you can't find the tag or information up on the collar, look in this pocket right here, okay? But it's a big white pocket in the M43, and it is the same big white pocket in the M1950 without liner. See, in fact, let me see if I can get that out of there for you. There. Let me see if I can pull that out. See, once again, right here on the right side is the tag. Look at there. See? So, if you find a Field Jacket, they also have this tag in this corner. In this right lower pocket. Alrighty? So, but virtually, these two jackets have the same inside pocket. Now, another change on these two Field Jackets is, of course, the M1943 did not have any buttons on the inside of this thing. See, right here, no buttons, okay? Now, the M1951 without liner, look at there. They've added 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. They added 4 buttons on the other side, and then they added buttons in at the collar to button the liner into this Field Jacket right here. Now, as you can see right here, this M1943 field jacket is made totally out of the old olive drab number 7 inside and out. Notice this one here, it looks like maybe a transition piece because on the inside it looks more like it has the olive green 107, and then on the outside of the shell here, it looks like they have more of the olive drab number 7, which the original ones were made out of, but they were, at this time, they were transitioning over to that color. So you will find a lot of these M1950 jackets that should be made out of that other color, according to the way I understand from what I've read. But as you know, with military stuff, it's always something. Don't never say never with military gear, equipment, and clothing. Okay, now look at these gussets right here on the sleeves. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Look at this one here on the M1943. That's a pretty wide gusset here. Let me see if I can kind of measure that sucker. It's about 6 inches wide. And this one here is about 6 inches wide. But look at the difference. This could just be a manufacturer difference here. But see there, it's kind of rounded. This one here goes to a square and it's squared off. But notice inside this one here, the ones that was built for the liners, they've got buttons in there to attach the end of the liner to, okay? Now, really, that is about all the differences between these two jackets, okay? And then if you look over here on the left side of the collar, you're going to find, this is kind of hard to do this, guys, to break out. Okay, look at this here. They both have the buttons on the back to attach the collar, okay? I mean the hood. And they both are still retaining, this here is retained from the M1943 field jacket. See there? Look at there. It's still on there. And this here was an extra button here that could go around the neck. See, that would help button up there, and then that gives you a closure around the neck to really wrap you up, okay? So that was a good feature of these jackets. So there's not a lot of difference between the M43 and the M1950 without liner. So I just wanted to show you those. So thanks for watching the Web Gear review.